Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, I am back for a new video. This is George, the Elvis Final Guy. I know it's been a while. I've had some of my real close friends and people that I really adore say that, you know, it's time for me to get back into shooting videos. So here I am. Sorry for the long departure. Just been really just buying stuff and getting a little overwhelmed because I bought too much stuff. I'm like, man, I got to shoot so many videos. But here I am, working all the time. My job's got me fluctuating different shifts, and it's either like, well, do I shoot a video or do I sleep? So I'm going to start shooting videos on my days off, and so let's get on with the show. This video is going to be on my uncle's collection. Before I left, I had told you my uncle had passed, and he had left me his entire estate. And what I really wanted was his record collection, which is, you know, what raised me musically, was his taste. And, you know, just listen to his records all the time. Enough jibber jabber, though. I'm going to go ahead and get started because it's a big collection, so it might be in 2 or 3 different videos. This first video is just his country. That'll be a little bit shorter video because he did love his country music, but his collection started and the beef of it was purchased in the late 60s, early 70s when he was in the military. So it's mostly acid rock, psychedelic rock, just rock and roll in general, with some odd and ends thrown about, and then some really good country, but there's more rock than country. Anyway, I'll get started. Now everybody knows I'm a big K-tel fan, and I got it honest. So this first bit will all be K-tel stuff. This is the one that started for me, Rowdy Country. My buddy Ronnie McDowell sings Older Women on this. And man, I really love that guy a lot. Obviously, you know from my Elvis tribute video last year, but this has got some good stuff on it. Jerry Reed, She Got the Gold Mine, I Got the Shaft. Mel McDaniel's Louisiana Saturday Night. I mean, On the Road Again, Willie Nelson. War is Hell on the Home Front 2 by T.G. Shepherd. If you've never heard that, listen to it. It's an amazing song. But it's chock full of nothing but great rowdy country music, like it says. All My Rowdy Friends, Hank Jr., I mean, on and on and on. I've always been crazy, Waylon Jennings, but look at that cover. Is that not an amazing cover? Go ahead and put these back in the show. Oh, this shouldn't have been in there, but Best of the Youngbloods. This wasn't supposed to be there, but I thought I had these all sorted out. You know, this has got Sugar Babe, Grizzly Bear, CC Rider, Let's Get Together. It's a decent listen. He had a lot of compilations, best of stuff, but he also bought, like, I've got CCR's pretty much entire catalog. Just mint condition too, but we'll get to that later. Okay, this is, once again, this is in the wrong spot too. This is Canned Heat, Future Blues. Sorry, there's going to be some rock and roll stuck in here apparently. This has got Sugar Bee, Shake It and Break It, That's Alright Mama, the Elvis, Author Big Boy Crudup album, song. Let's Work Together, Wilbert Harrison, London Blues. Great album. Hopefully we can get back to the country music. Okay, K-tel, The Touch of Country Love. This is from 1980. K-tel International. This has got stuff like Suspicions by Eddie Rabbit. It's a Cheating Situation by Mo Bandy. I'm sure my buddy Billy Hurst will really appreciate the stuff that's on this. Lady Lay Down by John Conley. Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right. Barbara Mandrell. Very Special Love Song by Charlie Rich. I've Got a Winner in You, Don Williams. I know Billy Hurst will love that one. This is one of my favorite albums. This wasn't K-tel. This is Rhino Records. It's Teenage Tragedy Songs. This is still in the shrink, and it came with a Kleenex. And this is actually a slit. You can see the record in there, but the Kleenex is still intact. This one is amazing. It's all original recordings. A lot of the time you get these things, though, and they are re-recorded or something. But this was really stayed true to the music all the way to, well, I'll just tell you about it. Side 1 is Endless Sleep by Jody Reynolds. That's a rare one to come by. Teen Angel by Mark Denning, obviously on all the Teenage Tragedy albums. Tell Laura I Love Her. Now, the really cool thing about that is Ray Peterson recorded Tell Laura I Love Her twice. The first time, he held the notes higher in the chorus. The second time, it wasn't as dramatic. And this has the original first, where it's a better chorus than the re-recording that was just a few years afterwards on RCA. And it's got Leader of the Pack by the Shangri-Las, Dickie Lee's Patches, Last Kiss, J. Frank Wilson, Dead Man's Curve, Jan and Dean, I Can Never Go Home Anymore, the Shangri-Las, I Want My Baby Back, Jimmy Cross. I talked about that in one of my 45 Fridays. I finally found the 45 to that. That's an amazing, hilarious, just a funny teenage tragedy song. And Homecoming Queen's Got a Gun by Julie Brown. But if you can pick this up, it's an excellent listen. Another K-tel. This is Expressions. This is from the 80s. I don't know what my uncle... Oh, my uncle got this because it's got Break It To Me Gently by Juice Newton. But most of this stuff he probably wouldn't have cared about. You know, Laura Branigan, Styx. I don't think he liked them at all. Patty Austin's True by Spandau Ballet. So I'm sure he got that solely for Juice Newton. Great. This is on Warwick, I believe. No, Era Records. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, 16 Greatest Hits. These are all original recordings also. Really good quality sound too. This is like a Warwick label. K-tel. K-tel's Country Express, 20 Great Hits. This is from 1976. This has got some really good stuff. Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Ruby Baby by Billy Crash Craddock. Oh, man. Marty Robbins, El Paso. Ronnie Millsap, I'd Be a Legend in My Time. Behind Closed Doors, Charlie Rich, which was obviously an amazing hit for him. Wasn't supposed to be in there, but Arlo Guthrie's Alice's Restaurant. Now, this is one here, I don't know, I've never understood this. I've always understood Amazing Grace to be a standard. I don't even know who originally wrote it, but when I was a kid, I used to tell people that I guess Woody Guthrie wrote Amazing Grace, because on the back it does say, it doesn't say, you know, a lot of times it'll say, I guess, interpreted by or whatever, but this actually says Amazing Grace, Guthrie and Sherman. So, I don't know. Maybe you guys can leave a comment below and let me know what's up with that. I mean, did Woody Guthrie write Amazing Grace? I mean, I know Arlo didn't, obviously. Surely not, but this is a great little soundtrack. Quadraphonic. This is a 4-channel stereo, which my uncle used that a lot. It's just different hits from different people. You got Barbra Streisand, Johnny Mathis, Santana with Black Magic Woman and Gypsy Queen, Lynn Anderson, Snowbird, Janis Joplin, Me and Bobby McGee, Ray Price, How We Make It Through the Night. So it's got some pretty cool stuff on it. Still in the original shrink. A lot of his stuff, you'll be surprised, a lot of his stuff is in the original shrink. And I didn't realize that either. This is a really cool compilation. The Supergroups on Atco. I think this was released, 1969. Man, this has got the Rascals, Bee Gees with Words, Cream, Buffalo Springfield, Vanilla Fudge, and he's got all this stuff too, by the way. So we'll be going over that. Iron Butterfly, Inagata Davita's on here. I mean, a really cool compilation. You don't see a lot of those from the early years. This is not Kate. This is, I guess, Impact. Heartbreakers. It's just like stuff like Cherish by the Association, Precious and Few by Climax, End of the World, Skeeter Davis, on and on and on. It's got Last Kiss, Mr. Blue, My Special Angel. These are pretty cool too. This is Realm Records, 50 of the Greatest Rock and Roll Groups. It's a 2-record set. 4-record, actually. There's 2 records in here. But it's got all stuff like Blue Moon, The Great Pretender by the Platters, Tears on My Pillow, Willow Anthony and Imperials, and on and on. You know, Easier Said Than Done by the Essex, all that stuff. Last Kiss, Sock It To Me Baby by Mitch Ryder and Detroit Wills, Come and Go With Me, The Del Vikings. Then you got the other 2 records, which is all the same stuff, like Little Darling by the Diamonds, Lollipop by the Chordettes, the Shirelles, the Monotones, the Crystals, the Cadillacs, the Crest, Kingsman. I mean, just on and on. You get the gist. Another Impact, the 4 Lads and the 4 Aces. So one side is the 4 Lads, one side's the 4 Aces. History of Rock and Roll, Volume 2, the 60s. This has got some pretty cool stuff. Eva Destruction by Barry McGuire. Mamas and Papas, Monday, Monday. Moody River. MacArthur Park. I thought I had all this country, but I guess I did not. K-tel's Good Time Music. This is a folk collection. 20 original stars, greatest hits. It's got Kingston Trios, Tom Dooley, Trini Lopez, If I Had a Hammer, The Tokens, Lion Sleeps Tonight, on and on and on. You get that. The Sandpipers, Kingston Trio, Poco Seco Singers, New Seekers, The Highwaymen, Kingston Trio, Greenback Dollar. There we go. Country Roads. This is from 1980. This has got Tulsa Time by Don Williams. Jesse Coulter's I'm Not Lisa, Till the End by Vern Gosling, Golden Tears by Dave and Sugar. Dave and Sugar is an amazing group. I love those guys. It was a guy named, I can't remember his last name, but Sugar were 2 girls, and they rarely stayed the same 2 girls through their career. The girls changed all the time. Dave was the only one that stayed the same. So, Whiskey Bent Hellbound by Hank Jr., Don't Make My Brown Eyes Blue, Crystal Gale, Backside of 30, John Connolly. I mean, pretty decent collection. This is a Magnavox compilation called Just Listen. It's got a bunch of mainly like Percy Faith kind of stuff, Peter Narrow, Ray Conniff, but there's Foggy Mountain Breakdown by Flatt and Scruggs. That's probably why he got it. Dave Brubeck, O.C. Smith, Little Green Apples. That's probably one of the reasons he got it too. So some of this stuff I'm learning about, not the music, but just trying to decipher why he has it in his collection, you know. Another compilation of 50s and stuff. It's like Earth Angel, Hey Paula, My Boyfriend's Back, Sunday Kind of Love, all that good stuff. Another K-tel Country, Kickin' Country. Another great album cover right there. This has got Whiskey River, Take This Job and Shove It, Eastbound and Down, you know. Good stuff. Country Sunset. This is on Ronco. This one's really cool. It's got George Jones. Which one by George Jones? Oh, Maybelline, George Jones, and Johnny Paycheck. But it does have Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up by Willie, obviously. Mr. Bojangles, Tom T. Hall, Jim Reeves, He'll Have to Go, Patsy Cline, Sweet Dreams. So, pretty decent little compilation. Another K-tel is Rock and Roll Fever, Volume 2. This one's really cool. It's got Surfing Bird, Pipeline. All original recordings, too. Really good stuff. Wipeout, Down in the Boondocks by Billy Joe Royal. My Kind of Country, K-tel. This is from 1978. This has got B.J. Thomas, Freddie Fender, Tommy Cash, Skeeter Davis. Some really good stuff. Favorites of the Country Stars. This is from 1982. Mickey Gilley's True Love Ways. Buddy Holly standard. I Fought the Law, Hank Williams Jr. Don McLean's Crying. That's one of the main reasons he probably has this. Linda Ronstadt's I Fall to Pieces. Country Bond on this is Imperial House, I think, which was also K-tel, but Don Williams, a lot of stuff is redundant, but I'm sure he bought it for one song. It's got Happy Birthday Don by Conway Twitty. It's probably why he got it. Yeah, a lot of the stuff is over and over on all these. Top Country Hits. It's an RCA compilation. Tennessee River by Alabama. Smoky Mountain Rain. You know, a lot of cool stuff. Sweetest Thing I've Ever Known, Juice Newton. That's the main reason why I probably got this. Do You Want to Go to Heaven, T.G. Shepherd. Another great song. Alright, Truckin' On. Just a bunch of truck driving songs. Now we're getting into the artist. Alabama's Roll On. He loved this album. I'd like to touch on a lot of these, but man, I'd make his country just 3 videos. I'm just going to show these. And he was a real big fan of Bill Anderson. My first time in Nashville, I saw Bill Anderson at the Grand Ole Opry, and not knowing the etiquette, I walked up to the stage while he was singing and presented him with a paper and a pen and asked him for his autograph because I didn't know if I was ever going to come back. And he stopped when he was done singing. He came over to the side of the stage and he signed it, and I gave it to my uncle. My uncle thought that was really cool. This is what I listen to all the time. This is the record my uncle played, Bill Anderson's Greatest Hits. Mainly it's got 3 a.m. on it and Golden Guitar, which was my uncle's 2 favorite songs by him. Jim Ed Brown, This Is My Beat. I don't know. I know he listened to the Browns. He loved the Browns, which featured Jim Ed Brown, but we never played that. For instance, right here. He loved their version of Shenandoah for sure, and then obviously the 3 Bells, but never really listened to much more. Glenn Campbell, Hey Little One, another great album. He really liked Johnny Cash, but he never played a lot of it. I mean, obviously, he played it enough for me to hear it, but he was more into Jim Reeves and stuff like this. Ray Charles' Friendship album, he loved this album. He loves Seven Spanish Angels. Rock and Roll Shoes with B.J. Thomas, that's a good one. And Two Old Cats Like Us with Hank Jr., that's a really good song too. And then he loved Charlie Daniels Band. And I love him too, and I love this album, Legend of Woolly Swamp. You can't get any better than that, and obviously In America. Speaking of Dave and Sugar, right here they are. This has got everything you ever need, mine. Favorite song is probably Can't Help But Wonder, but they had some great songs like Golden Tears and Tear Time, Queen of the Silver Dollar. Mac Davis, Stop and Smell the Roses. We're at 19 minutes. Jimmy Dean's Greatest Hits. Obviously, he loved Big Bad John at PT 109. These guys he really loved. Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Brothers. His best song, his favorite song is not on this album, but it's Mogan David, the Midnight Choir. He's a pretty good Merle Haggard fan too. Mama Tried. The Best of Merle Haggard. Sorry I gotta go so fast, guys, but running out of time. I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long. David Houston. Now, this is one guy he never played. I never listened to Sonny James until I got out on my own. He never played this album. There's a lot of these albums he never played for me. I guess he just got out of it, but the one and only Waylon Jennings never played this album. The Best of Barbara Mandrell. And he loves these guys, Oak Ridge Boys. He really loves Y'all Come Back Saloon. Yeah. This is like a K-tel collection. Oak Ridge Boys, the country collection. It's not K-tel though. I think it's just an MCA series. This is like a K-tel. It's Imperial House. A lot of your K-tel albums, some of them actually say Imperial House down at the bottom, so I'm sure they're all from the same company. I mean, the artwork looks the same. But, you know, Take This Job and Shove It, obviously, is great. But, man, someone to give my love to. She's All I Got. Great. I love Johnny Paycheck stuff. Satin Sheets. This is one of his favorites right here. If you guys get a chance, you country music lovers, pick this up, man. This guy was awesome. He's a regular on Hee Haw. But on this album, you know, Walking on New Grass is cool. There's some hokey songs on here, but this song here, Going Home for the Last Time, man, that's such a beautiful ballad. And his voice was amazing. If you get a chance, pick it up. Kenny Price, Walking on New Grass. It's pretty easy to come across, usually. Del Reeves, Looking at the World Through a Windshield. He does a version of Giddy Up Go on here. 6 Days on the Road and Phantom 309. This is my uncle's favorite. Even though he's got a Best Buy series, he didn't have any original Jim Reeves albums. But yeah, this is the guy he loves right here. This is all he needed. Marty Robbins, he loved this album. This is in Shrink, not an original, but it's all he needed, obviously. But he had others, because he's got this, Best Hits. This has got a lot of really good ones on it, though. You know, Singing the Blues, My One, My One, My Life, which is one of his favorites. But he really loved the gunfighter ballads and stuff. This is Kenny Rogers and the first edition, Greatest Hits. Hard for it to actually be in this good a shape, but he's got a couple of theirs. That young Kenny Rogers right there. Oh, we're almost done. This is going to be a long video, though. It's Ruby Don't Take Your Love to Town, first edition. And Kenny Rogers, The Gambler. Yes, the poster is inside, but I'm not going to take it out. This was a cool record. It's basically all the duets with all the different women in his life, and really, really some good stuff. And like me, this is my uncle's favorite female artist, Linda Ronstadt. So he's got Greatest Hits, and he's got Silk Purse, original Capitol pressing, really nice condition. And one of his favorite country artists here is T.G. Shepherd. And if you can find this, this is really all you need to. I mean, everything on this is just one amazing track after another. Sons of the Pioneers, RCA. Red Savine, he really loved Red Savine with Phantom 309. This has got Little Rosa on it. Vietnam deck of cards, he really loved that one. It's got Giddy Up Go and Phantom 309, so a really good starter album there for Red Savine. He had other good stuff. But the Best of Joe Stampley, you know, you just got to listen to it to really appreciate him, but great. He teamed up with Mo Bandy, and they had a pretty decent little record out. Best of the Statler Brothers, Class 55, Flowers on the Wall, you know. One of my favorite records growing up was this one right here, the Best of B.J. Thomas on Gusto. Well, this is Star Day. I think I have it on Gusto, but it's the exact same record. This says Star Day on it, but amazing sound quality. Some of these songs sound better on this one than they do their original albums that they were released on, but really good stuff here. And Don Williams, he loved Don Williams. And just some country music compilations. He does have Juice Newton's Greatest Hits, Still in the Shrink. Just, I mean, every song on here is killer. Angel of the Morning, Love's Been a Little Hard on Me, Ride 'em Cowboy, The Sweetest Thing, Queen of Hearts, Break It To Me Gently. I mean, Shot Full of Love. And then he's got these, the History of Country Music presents. This is Merle Haggard. He's got the History of Country Music Volume 7. It's got a bunch of different people. Jimmy Rogers, Johnny Cash, Everly Brothers, Ernest Tubb. And the History of Country Music presents Jim Reeves. And then after that, History of Country Music Volume 5, which is also just a compilation of different artists. Eddie Arnold, Hank Snow, Jim Reeves, Hank Lachlan, Bobby Bear, stuff like that. Alright guys, hey, that's my first video back in a while. That's my uncle's country edition. Coming up will be probably part 1 of maybe 3 of his rock edition. I'm going to try to shoot that video as soon as I'm done with this one so I can get maybe another video out there tomorrow. Maybe I'll get 2 of them out by tomorrow, but this one will be out today. It's great being back. I haven't shot a video, obviously, in a long time, but, you know, can't wait to get my buddy Billy Hurst. I'm getting his 20th anniversary 2 LP set, his album. He released it on vinyl, so I can't wait to get that in the mail. And, hold on a minute. Sorry, I had a call come in. You know, it's great shooting a video. I know where I said that, but I just want to say thank you to Billy Hurst, Jeffrey Rosnuck, my buddy, one of my first subscribers, I think one of the first guys I ever subscribed to in the vinyl community. Man, I love that guy so much, and he's reached out and emailed me, and I know I didn't email you back, Jeff, but I have commented on some of your videos since then, and I really appreciate you keeping in touch. You know, Jordan, Liam, I talk to those guys every day. I wish I could talk to everybody every day, but I just don't. Jared, you know, man, Andy, miss you guys. Maybe I can get this thing back in my head and start rolling. Every week I should be off on Thursday and Friday, so hopefully you can expect a video at least Thursday or Friday, but I can't guarantee anything right now. Got so much going on, but with the winter coming up, a lot of my additional work will be cut down, so hopefully I can stick to shooting videos on one of those 2 days. Right now, this backdrop you see is just in my back room where I have my uncle's collection. It'll change throughout making videos. I'll get a different backdrop, but guys, it's great. Leave a comment below. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And love you guys. Great to be back. Catch you on the flip side.